I'm Susan Silberstein, and I am the founder and executive director of the Center for Advancement in Cancer Education. And I'd like to share with you a little bit about my story. It started back in 1976 when my young husband was diagnosed with a terminal cancer. It was a very rare cancer known as PNET, primitive neuroectodermal tumors. There were no known treatment protocols, and his doctors assured us that his prognosis was only 12 months. So while he was undergoing 7 neurosurgeries and the maximum experimental chemotherapy and radiation that his body could tolerate, I was in the medical libraries, primarily at Sloan Kettering Cancer Center, and I was also doing a lot of research by telephone and by mail because there was no internet in those days. And I was desperate to find resources. I contacted doctors and clinics all over the United States, in Canada, in Mexico, in Switzerland, in Germany, all over the world, looking for resources that might help my husband. The good news is that I've uncovered some incredible resources, many of which I'll be continuing to share. But the bad news is that my husband never got out of the hospital in time to try any of them. Now, he did die at the University of Pennsylvania on schedule in February of 1977. I remember the last day of his life, he was wheeled to radiation therapy, and as we went down the hall, people looked down at his litter and they said, "Gee, that's a shame about your grandfather." My grandfather was 30 years old. He actually did not die from his cancer. He died from malnutrition and starvation. He weighed 60 pounds, this strapping 6-foot tall, 200-pound handsome man weighed 60 pounds when he died. And he actually died of a heart attack brought on by adriamycin toxicity. So when he died, he left me with 2 babies, a broken heart, and above all, a burning desire to make a difference. I wanted to spare at least one family the terrible tragedy that ours had to endure. I wanted to turn lemons into lemonade. I didn't want to bury with him everything I had learned during that last year of research. And so I founded the nonprofit center in October of 1977. And I'm very happy to say that not only have I been able to help one family, but in fact, we have counseled individually nearly 30,000 cancer patients. We have trained more than 50,000 prevention seekers and have provided continuing education, such as today's program, to thousands of healthcare professionals. Our mission is to provide research-based education on how to prevent, cope with, and beat cancer through diet, lifestyle, and other immune-boosting approaches. We differ from other cancer organizations, especially the more well-known and more well-endowed organizations, in 3 fundamental ways. First of all, our prevention programs are true prevention, not just early detection. Certainly, early detection is better than late detection, but it is not prevention. Secondly, our programs for diagnosed patients focus on building up the patient rather than destroying the tumor. And third of all, we raise money for education, not research. Millions, if not billions of dollars have already been raised for research. Much of that research has been completed and published in peer-reviewed medical and scientific journals. We take that information, bring it down to the level that a layperson can understand, and teach that person how to apply that in his or her life. Personally, I don't think we need more research for that elusive cure. Prevention is the cure. Now, just a few things things that I want to share with you. This course is my legacy. This certification program for cancer support educators is my opportunity to provide a lasting legacy at a time when I am no longer able to do this work, and certainly in locations where it is impossible to physically reach out. And so I'm so happy that you are among my trainees. And I'm going to share with you pretty much everything I've learned in the last 35 years. At the end of your training, you will receive a current dated and signed certificate, which I ask you to display prominently in your place of work. You will have permission to use our Certified Cancer Support Educator logo on your marketing materials and website. You will be able to take advantage of follow-up consultation services with me throughout the next year. You will automatically become a member of our affiliate program, which will give you the ability to purchase our educational materials in quantity at a discount. Your certification entitles you to provide our educational information, but of course does not in any way certify your therapeutic and professional skills in any other capacity. We do expect that you will adhere to the highest standards of ethical conduct, and we do reserve the right to withdraw permission to market yourself as a certified counselor through our center if you do misrepresent our organization, its philosophy, or its values. Your certification will expire 1 year from the date of issue unless it is renewed or withdrawn.